Although Felder and Silverman first proposed their learning styles in 1988 in a paper that was called The Learning and Teaching Styles in Education, the measure or assessment was not readily available until 1996. In the original work, Felder and Silverman proposed 5 questions that could aid in determining the preferred learning style. First, what type of information does the student preferentially perceive? Sensory, which is external, sights, sounds, physical sensations, or intuitive, which is more internal, like possibilities, insights, or hunches. Second, through which sensory channel is the external information most effectively perceived? Are they a visual, meaning they like pictures, diagrams, graphs, demonstrations, or do they like really that auditory sound, the words? Other sensory channels such as taste and smell and touch are relatively unimportant in most educational environments, and they're not really considered here. Third, with which organization of information is the student most comfortable? Inductive, meaning facts and observations, which are given underlining principles, or do they like deductive, which is not inferred? These are principles that are given, consequences, and applications immediately. Fourth, how does the student prefer to process their information? Do they like it actively, like through engaging in their environment, a physical activity, or a discussion even? Maybe they prefer reflective. This is going to be more introspection or looking inside of themselves. Fifth, how does the student progress through their understanding? Are they sequentially in continual steps or globally, that they are holistic and then break it down into smaller steps? The full 44-question inventory can be accessed at the website address that is on your screen. Despite the accessibility of the inventory, there seems to be little data to ensure the validity and reliability of this measurement tool. Additional questions were developed by Felder and Silverman to determine preferred teaching styles. The accessibility to this information was to aid educators to match their teaching style to the most needed learning styles. So first, what type of information is emphasized by the instruction? Do you need a concrete, a factual, or do you need abstract, which is more theoretical or conceptual? Second, what mode of presentation is stressed? A visual presentation, pictures, diagrams, films, demonstrations, or a verbal, lectures, readings, and discussions? Remember, when you're teaching, it is really important to really focus on both ends, both visual and verbal. How is the presentation organized? Inductively, that's more like a phenomenon that comes to a principle, or deductively, some principles that lead to the phenomenon. Fourth, what mode of student participation is facilitated by the presentation? An active, where the students get to talk, move, or do they need more reflective or passive, where they watch and learn? Lastly, what type of perspective is provided by the information? Is it sequential, which is step by step, or is it going to be global, which is more of that holistic, the context and the relevance? Of course, this information was also taken from Felder and Silverman's original works in their 1988 publication.